Okay. So I guess this is vulnerable. I don't really know if it's going to feel super vulnerable because it's no big secret, but I hate the way that my voice sounds sometimes. Sometimes I really hate it. Sometimes I feel like I'm trapped by it. And that's really exhausting. And it can be hard when I'm talking to people all day and trying to push my voice to sound more feminine so that I come off as a woman and not like a woman with a man's voice. I've done some vocal training, so it's not as bad as it used to be, and I've made a lot of progress on it, and sometimes I can forget how much progress I make on it, but sometimes I feel like, especially when I haven't worked on it for a long time, I feel like I just start to hate the way that it sounds. And I can't even talk to myself sometimes. Sometimes when I talk to myself and it's really bad, I just don't want to hear it, and I think I just hate how this sounds. And a lot of people, most people out in the world just see me as a woman, which I'm lucky for, because not all trans women experience that. And I feel a sense of urgency to maintain that appearance, and I don't want to give anything away about the fact that I'm trans. When someone genders me as a woman, I feel an extra pressure to sound feminine, and so it puts a little bit of stress on speaking, a little bit of extra stress, because I have something to maintain and I don't want to be found out. And it's sad. It's sad that I don't want to be found out as trans, but the reason for that is that a lot of people don't see trans women as real women. And we are, but society doesn't always see it that way. And so that's the main reason that I don't want to be clocked. Yeah. And I think, to an extent, my voice still hasn't reached the point that I want it to be at. To another extent, I think I can be too hard on it sometimes. But I also think that it's a matter of work, and it's a matter of how important it is to me, and, proving that it's important by putting in the work that it takes. And I can't always do that work. Sometimes I can't do it for a long time. Sometimes I'm having a really hard time, and it's hard to keep up with anything, besides work and chores. So it's hard to do those extra things like vocal training. And I don't know where I was going with that. I forgot. I can't always put the work in. when I go a long time without working on it, my voice suffers. I'm not sure if my voice is what suffers, but my image of it does. And because I don't think that my voice ever goes backwards. I haven't gotten that sense, but I've gotten the sense that I feel more dysphoric about it. And I feel like realistically, when I look at it, I feel like I have the voice of, it's like a deep woman's voice, or it is somewhere in between a man's voice and a woman's voice. And I like having a deep